I'm going to have them back to front. Yeah, I think I do. What a knobhead. Right, on yesterday's episode we fitted this steerer, but we had to use the extra collar, so now there's a big stepped collar in there plus a little collar and onto the tube. So this collar here is for the bearing race of a 1 1/8, and we're going down to 1 inch now on these, so we need to remove this part of the collar that's in the way all the way around, and then underneath it'll reveal the one that's below that, that'll suit the inch race. So I've got to somehow carefully nip that off, maybe with a grinder carefully. Right, so there's the stepped collar. That's the bit we need to remove all the way around to that lip there, and then that will reveal that one on this inside collar, which will receive the bottom race for the headset. Now there's nothing left of the previous collar on there, only the reduced one. Let's nip that up. At some point we'll take these bolts out of here and we'll probably clean them up and replate them. But for the time being, just for today, I'll stick them back on. Greasy that side, so we'll say that side. Down quite nice. There we go. Right, you can see there, we get a close up in a second, that Scott Dominic's got combined levers and pods in black. So either STX or LX. There, got a good shot of it there. Even better one of it there. Dave Hemming coming up, he's got grip shift grips, blue, red, and clear grip shift main grip. As far as the Dave Hemming build's concerned, we're going to start dry assembling this. That means there's no grease in any of the bearings or anything. We're just going to start putting it all together. It's going to have to come apart again at some point, but just to have a little stock take and see where we are with all these bits and what we've got and how they look. So here we go, first bit. Let's get these forks back. Alright, enjoy. That one. It's a good fit. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I need to go into the Aladdin's cave. The next on the build is levers. Now, a gent on the last post left a message saying he was pretty sure Dave Hemming was using Avits. Now, knowing Dave Hemming's exquisite taste for bike components, they're probably Avid Ultimates. So in the meantime, I've got just these V-brake Avids for now. I'm going to put on just to get a feel for it. If I need to get some more Ultimates, I will do, but I need to find out first if that's what they are, because they're quite expensive, before I go ahead and buy some. As a stopgap for now, we're going to put these on there until we get confirmation of what we actually need. Oh, that stuff's so sticky. Look, it's a pain in the arse. Right up and back to front. What a knobhead. Give me 5. Right, as far as my Dave Hemming build's concerned today, that is it. I've seen the postman go past and he's not brought me any posts, so that means I haven't got my new fancy hub yet. As it goes, it's built at the moment. We're starting to get a bit of a Dave Hemming feel for the bike. Remember, I've still got the grip shift to change, the new one's in the post, as well as the red hub. As the gentleman's pointed out today, I'm pretty sure that this crankset was middle bound, so I'm going to have a little investigate into that and see what I can find out. If that's the case, have a look, see if we can find one that's suitable and get it ordered. As for the A-head, I'm pretty convinced it was still on a quill stem, so if that's the case, I have to get in contact with Pace and get a new steering tube that's threaded, find out what headset he used. So right, let's have a little Coyote update. Right guys, that metal tin you've just seen has got paint stripper in and a couple of components. Now the seat clamp has come up quite well, so I can give that a wash off and a good polish, and then that'll go on the Scott Dummett bike. The seat post is anodised black and that isn't coming off with paint stripper. So I've had a rake around in the loft and I found one out of an old B17 that I have. This one it's an anodised silver, which isn't ideal. It could have been shiny, which would have been nice. The clamp part of it is steel, so I can clean that off and I can replate that and clean the bolts up as well and polish the top part, the cast part there. So that'll look presentable for the time being, although it's not factually accurate. But if it gets to the point where I want to ride the bike, at least that'll just get me by for the time being until we find what we do need. Right, on the way to work again today, I'm going to go to the powder coaters again, but this time we're dropping the frame off. A nice yellow frame, as you can see. It's going to go back into yellow. It's a giant, it's small. Are we getting this yet? You're cottoning on. Right, this is going to be a Martin Horse tribute frame. Not a replica, because it's miles off a replica. It's the wrong frame completely, but it's nice and beefy. It's good to have a good little trials about on. so I can get my arse in gear and have a little go again. But this is only going to be a tribute, so it's going to be yellow with rigid forks and some blue components and red components, and I've got some D521 rims, so quite strong, and some Raceline Maguras. So that should be quite an interesting build as well. So that'll be going today and be back in 2 weeks' time. Right, so today that is about it for me. I've got a little bit of cleaning to do for the cassette to go back on the Fat Chance You Eddie, but I'll just have a quick clip of that because it's pretty boring stuff now, same way as I've cleaned all the other ones. But this time I'll show you that with a cassette you can actually split them. Some of them they'll either have like 3 rivets in the back or pins. You can sometimes push them back through, but remember, if you rebuild it again you might need to mushroom them rivets back over. Or this one in particular had 3 tiny little bolts. Now undo all little bolts, and each ring comes apart separately to make it a lot easier to clean, and each ring has got a little space in between, so as long as you build it back right, it's just like them toys you used to get when you were a kid that you stack all the bits up and it had to tape it to the top. If you get that wrong and it tapers out, you've built it wrong, so that's your own fault. But make sure you get all spaces in so you've got your chain separation points as well. So we're going to put that back together today and get that drop back on that wheel and put it back where it belongs on the Fat Chance. And then I'm going to get this edited and put up for you guys. So until tomorrow, thank you very much for watching. If you watched this far, remember, if you like the video, give it a big fat thumbs up. If you like this video and other videos I've done, hit that little subscribe button and click that little bell. All support is greatly appreciated. Right, until tomorrow, thank you very much guys. See you later.
On a whole nother level. Girl, he only fought you over cause you let him. Girl, I guess he didn't know any better. Girl, that man didn't show me ever. Do all I can just to show you you're special. Certain it's your love that holds me together. And you say he been killing